What will happen in that first furlong, that first quarter? We're just about right. Ready to rumble. The big dance, they're set. Green light. Racing in the Miracle Mile, the 50th running, and Hector JJ and Yaya's Hotspot as anticipated got off the arm quickly. Getting away hard is Lennytheshark and tried to hold them all out as Smolder, and they're going like last week's Pay Out of It Scare with Salty Robin as they approach the first turn, and Lazarus settles last. As they go into that first turn, and Hector JJ cross the field to lead Smolder. 2 lengths away, third is Bling It On, followed by Lennytheshark, obliged to race without cover. They were followed on the inside of those runners, Yaya's Hotspot. Lazarus gets past our Waikiki Beach and recovering from that early misdemeanor, Salty Robin's last of all, and they blistered at 24.8 for the first quarter. Into the back straight they go, 1,000 left to run, and Hector JJ led the way from Smolder. In third spot on the outside, facing the breezes, Lennytheshark and Bling It On, 3 markers, and Lazarus in the 1-1. Then came Yaya's Hotspot, our Waikiki Beach is second to last, and a length away last of all is Salty Robin. Halfway home in the 50th Miracle Mile, 55-1 for the half, and the leader coming off the back straight in the 30.3 quarter was still Hector JJ. Got a little bit of a breather there. In second spot, Lennytheshark a half away. Smolder's under lock and key. Lazarus poised to pounce on the outside of Bling It On, and they were followed by our Waikiki Beach, Yaya's Hotspot, and its stablemate Salty Robin's last of all. The 2 stablemates go to war up front. Hector JJ ahead in front of Lennytheshark, about to peel and go as Lazarus, waiting for it out as Smolder, and then came to the outside our Waikiki Beach, and Bling It On worked one off the inside as Lennytheshark hit the lead. Smolder gets an inside run. Lazarus and our Waikiki Beach are trying to wind up. The leader narrowly is Lennytheshark. Smolder and Lazarus, they're trying to close, but Lenny's trying to lift. Here's Smolder on the inside. Lennytheshark and Smolder. Lenny's just in front. I think he might have got there. Lennytheshark a nose to Smolder. In third spot, a photo between the stablemates. Lazarus, our Waikiki Beach. In fifth spot, Hector JJ, Bling It On, Yaya's Hotspot, Salty Robin. 25.9 the last quarter. They've run 149 and 2, and I reckon Lenny's got there. He was denied in a photo finish in 2016. I reckon his number's about to flash onto the board in 2017. Lennytheshark. He had to breeze all the way, and he's got it. Number 6, Lennytheshark has won it. Smolder saved the ground on the inside. He got up on the inside. He loomed large at about the 100. Lazarus has run into third, and fourth has gone the way of number 4, but it's 6-1-8-4. Lennytheshark denied last year. Smolder brave in defeat, going down by half a head. 8 getting third, Lazarus. The stablemate fourth, and that was our Waikiki Beach.
News came through that he'd been scratched
there goes
in the
all
series,
clear.
But
there is all clear. It is all clear. Right to pay.
what a season he's had. And Lazarus, well, you know, for a 4-year-old to do what he's done, he might have just come to the end of it tonight because he was a little bit flat.
Here's David Aiken going in to congratulate Chris Alford. David Aiken, first Miracle Mile experience more than 30 years ago when Gay Adam was going around. But to see him finally win a Miracle Mile, of course, former Sydney boy, cut his teeth at Bankstown, spent some time away in Victoria where he's been such a dominant force, and a great recognition for the service that he's given the sport after this horse has already won an Inter-Dominion.
Yeah, and he, of course, we've got Kevin Risley, who is one of the owners of Lennytheshark, is also a part owner of Lazarus. So I won't say mixed emotions because this horse runs so far back for the family. And of course, in the earliest part of his career, when he won that derby, he was trained by John Justice. And then had a lot of injuries. He's had so many injuries, this horse. And at times we've heard he's been a day-to-day proposition. But here he is, sitting outside of the leader, which I didn't think Lazarus could do and win a Miracle Mile, and going on to win the race and fight them all off. Tremendous win, great story.
And with that win, Lenny becomes the richest stallion bred in the Southern Hemisphere. He goes past Terra to Love with the $450,000 he has won. So Lennytheshark, he adds the Miracle Mile to all of the big race races he's won in the past.
Yeah.
Moving up at Geelong for race number 7. Favourite is number 5. Let's join Matty Hill. Sweet. Do you want to do Aiken? Yeah. He's here, Dave. He's here. Down in the dumps.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Michael.
Duke will take that.
Welcome here to the presentation of the Ainsworth Game Technology Miracle Mile to these blessed owners of one of the most popular horses of our era in any code. The great Lennytheshark has today added a miracle mile to his imposing CV and its redemption for that heartbreaking victory, of course, 12 months ago. A phenomenal race with another incredible finish here on what has been a memorable night of harness racing at Club Menangle. To make the presentation to the connections who are tonight represented by the Risley family, and Mark Risley will accept the trophy on their behalf this evening, and we congratulate each and every one of them. It's my pleasure to call upon Mr. Ray Sharman, the chairman of Club Menangle, and also the Honourable Paul Toole, MP, the Minister for Lands and Forestry, and also the Minister for Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman here of Club Menangle, Mr. Ray Sharman.
Thank you very much, Darren. We've certainly been blessed tonight, very lucky with the weather because we know it's pouring in Sydney. It's great to see so many people out here to support this wonderful sport of harness racing. And tonight we've assembled a field of champions to compete in the 2017 Ainsworth Game Technology Miracle Mile. And from those champions, one has stood tall. For those that were here last year, we saw the heartbreak of Lennytheshark going down by a bare centimetre to have faith in me in track and world record time. Tonight, with vindication, he has again won by the smallest of margins in what was truly a great race, an exciting race. Right from the beginning, the speed was on, and again, the horses have burnt home in the straight. We're very proud with our association with our sponsors. This year, Ainsworth Games Technology is the first year of their sponsorship. This year is the 50th running of the Miracle Mile, and it is a race that has continued to give history to the sport. The honour roll of champions that have won this race stretches out before us, and again, Lennytheshark will be added to that name. We're very pleased tonight to have the Honourable Paul Toole, Minister for Lands and Forestry and Minister for Racing, and I will call upon Mr. Toole to make the presentation to the winning connections. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ray, and can I just firstly say how pleased I am here to be tonight for what is a very prominent event being held here for harness racing in New South Wales. And this is the most prestigious and prominent harness racing sprint event being held here in this country. And today we've actually seen some New Zealand. Can I just say that I'm so pleased with the work that's been undertaken by the board, the chairman, the directors of Club Menangle. It's a fantastic track here that we've all been able to see, and what we saw tonight was a fantastic race. Congratulations to everyone here that supports this event, and congratulations to the connection of Lennytheshark.
Thank you, Minister. Harness Racing New South Wales, Club Menangle, harness racing fans, all of our colleagues and supporters that are all on Team Lenny. This definitely rectifies last year. It's been a long 12 months to come back here, but for him to do what he did tonight has just been fantastic. It's been a huge road to Patrick Ryan, who did a lot of rehab with the horse when he come back from his injury. It's just been outstanding. Obviously, Team Aiken, led by David, just leave no stone unturned. Obviously, Chris, he never ceases to amaze me how cool he is. We were all cats on a hot tin roof, obviously, before the race and during the week, but he may be a little bit more nervous under the under his skin, but he certainly doesn't show it. To all the other horses in the race, we've got a lot of friends that had horses in the race, but it's a big part of it, and also last but not least, my dad Kevin and family. This has been fantastic, and it'll take pride of place with obviously we've got a great collection of trophies now, but this will be right up there with them. But we'll celebrate long and hard tonight. So go the Shark!
Well done, Mark. Congratulations. But of course, as the owners, you celebrate and enjoy the moment. All of the hard work goes on behind the scenes by the trainer and his staff as well, and of course the accomplished skills of reinsman Chris Alford tonight. With more than 5,000 career wins, he celebrates his first in a Miracle Mile, so richly deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to call upon Mr. Troy Primmer, National Operations Manager for our sponsor Ainsworth Game Technology, to present the respective trophies to winning trainer David Aiken and also our champion reinsman here this evening in the Miracle Mile, Mr. Chris Alford. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy Primmer.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here tonight for the 50th running of the Ainsworth Miracle Mile. Firstly, I'd like to thank Club Menangle for the opportunity to partner with them in the 50th running of what has been a great race. When presented with the opportunity to partner with the club in the running of this race, it was a chance and an opportunity to unite two iconic brands. As a manufacturer of world-class gaming machine products, Ainsworth understands the importance of innovation, the sort of innovation that brought about this race. The Miracle Mile, which was clearly ahead of its time 50 years ago, I'd like to congratulate Club Menangle, their chairman, Ray Sharman, and his board, particularly the CEO, Bruce Christensen, and his team, and for all their exceptional job that they've done in putting on the 50th running of the Ainsworth Running Miracle Mile. I'd like to acknowledge all the connections of the horses that participated here tonight, and of course, the crowd who turned up to witness this historic event. On behalf of Ainsworth, I extend congratulations to the connections of Lennytheshark. It was an exceptional effort to sit parked here tonight and win in what was an absolutely exceptional field. Ainsworth has thoroughly enjoyed partnering with Club Menangle in the running of this great race, and we look forward to supporting harness racing in the future. Thank you.
I'd like firstly to thank the sponsors, Ainsworth, for sponsoring this great race. It's just a great thrill. I'm a Sydney boy. I live in Melbourne, but I'm a Sydney boy. I've been going to the Miracle Mile at Harold Park since I've been 8 or 9, and it's always been a great race, and always wanted to win it. I never dreamt I'd get a horse good enough to, and this horse is just, he's just a dream. I'd like to thank Kevin and Martin for allowing me to train him. It's just an honour to have a horse like him, and I'd like to also thank all my staff, Colleen, my wife, Josh, David, all the people at home that make this possible. Simon Robinson, my vet, this horse has had, it's well documented that he's had a lot of leg issues and had a foot injury in Perth, and Simon's done a great job to help him. And also Peter Clark, he does a lot of work with him at the Water Walker. So this is Patrick Ryan, another mention. He's done a lot of work with this horse, and it's been a really big team effort. My name's in the book, but there's that many people that's helped me. So, but he's a great horse, and he really deserves this victory. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, David Aiken. Ladies and gentlemen, he steered home well over 5,000 winners, but I get the feeling that this could be nearly the sweetest of them all behind Lennytheshark. Please welcome the winning driver of the Miracle Mile for 2017, the great Chris Alford.
Club Menangle, its directors, just like to firstly thank the sponsors of Miracle Mile. Without sponsors, we don't have races like this and beautiful trophies like this to take home, put on the mantelpiece. I'd like to thank the Risley family for entrusting me to drive this super horse. I used to get nervous driving him. Now I just know he goes out and does it, so makes my job so much easier. David and Team Aiken, they always turn him out 100%. To come up here and win this race tonight makes up for the disappointment we had in the Inter Dominion earlier this year when he had a foot abscess and couldn't get right, but today makes up for all that, so that's all long forgotten. I'd like to thank my wife Alison and family for their support. Katie and Sam couldn't make it tonight because they picked the Inter and not tonight, and my other daughter Maggie for coming in and cheering us on. And most of all, just like to thank Lenny, he's just a freak. Thank you.
That he most certainly is, ladies and gentlemen, Lenny the Shark. He's one of the most popular horses of our time. We've seen him in action. We've witnessed greatness in tonight's Ainsworth Game Technology Miracle Mile. We thank everyone involved in our presentation. We congratulate the owners. We salute trainer David Aiken, and also we acknowledge the outstanding horsemanship of Chris Alford this evening at Club Menangle. Another Group 1 still to come your way this evening, and this time it's for the Square Gators. The Trotters will be action in the Australian Pacing Gold Trotters Cup coming up at 10:15.